right, this y'all acting up, so I'm just gonna tie it off. Breeze Metro Club, Rare Essence recorded live at the Metro Club back in 1993 was an iconic album and tape. Back in the day, we had tapes that we used to play in the cassette tapes. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so that's why I'm tying all this in. And Rayful Edmond was at this live recording. So yeah, that's where all this tie in at. My man, look at security up in that jump. Oh man. There you go. That's called the pocket, y'all. If you don't know nothing about go-go, that's called the pocket when they break it down. I just think back when all us was skinny. Now we all got stomachs. It's all good. I'm blessed to be around. I'm blessed to share this 45 years with them. You know what I'm saying? We all done grew up together. Everybody that's in that crowd, I bet you was the same crowd at the Go Go Live at Capitol Center. Everybody ass gonna be rubbing down and being gay. That sounds like some trouble shit right there. I'm gonna have to get this video, Slim. I think they gonna sell this. This gonna be a live concert that they gonna sell on video. We need that in our collection, y'all. Shouts out to Foots, the original drummer for RE. I told y'all he got killed in Baltimore. They left him on the side of the road. I think they followed him. He had a candy apple red Mercedes Benz rimmed up with the Mercedes Benz rims, So they jacked him for the car and shot him and everything. This dude was the reason why I wanted to play drums. He had the big gold chain on with the diamond charm with Foots on it, and he wore the beanie hat with the little stem on the top. The Lepe PU hat. That's what I call them hats. The Tams. That's what they are. Not a beanie, a Tam. You know, with no shirt on. Used to be giving it to him. You know. You Fush used to mess it up on that part right there, boy. Funk it up. Yeah. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and cut that. If y'all just want to watch the visuals, you can go to the first video. You know, I'm mad. I'm so mad about it. I ain't even want to erase it. And maybe somebody just want to just watch the visuals on it. Then you could do that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't want to erase no hour and a half. You know, I'm pissed off about that. But so I don't know why it be doing that, but it be doing that sometimes. You know. All right, Mr. Crack King himself. This man was notorious, in the 80s, roughly 1988, when they caught up with him and whatnot. And, you know, uh, as I stated in the last video, I didn't even know who this dude was as far as the name, what he looked like, because it was five guys who I thought was Rayful Edmond because they was running his name so much. You know, I went to Spingarn in 86, 87, 88, and, so everybody that worked with him or got the plug from him, they was making lots of money. So everybody was walking around hollering, I'm Rayful and this, and that. And so the dudes that I thought was Rayful Edmond, they had it. They was getting it. They was showboating. Them jokers was pulling up in cars like every week. The flyers gear on, the big gold chains and flashing bank rolls of money that'll choke a horse. And I think this was one of the reasons why his name got hot. You know what I'm saying? And the feds did catch up with him. I really believe that that's part of the reason why he went down. And then the violence that started taking place because beef started ringing out. Everybody getting money. These dudes, they bored now. And now, everybody rich walking around with hundred thousands of dollars and $1 million stashed away. So every little thing is a problem that they will pull them guns out and start using them. So a lot of people was getting laid down in the 80s. I tell you, like 300-400 people a year. My cousin Pooh was like the last person that died. I want to say in '87, and he was betrayed by his crew and whatnot. So it was the wild wild west for real. You know what I'm saying? And so like I said, when they caught him in '88 and brought him to trial, and I set eyes on him, I seen him before, but I didn't know that was the guy, you know, the number one guy. You know what I'm saying? Now, mind you, it was other players and hustlers throughout DC, but he was the guy. You know what I'm saying? And and for our age group, I'm roughly 17 and 18, around that time. And so, all the spots that I frequent, I know I've been amongst this dude, and definitely around a lot of his runners that anybody that worked with this dude became rich and had money. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Because all the guys that were coming to school, they had cars, they had money, they was living their life, man. Better cars than the teachers. And I used to hear the teachers talking about the different guys that were in different classes sitting up in there with $1,000 sweatsuits on, and it was some twins from Langston, you know, which is a hood down the street from Spingarn. They were twins, the Love Twins, Mark and Mike. And these dudes were guys that they switched it up. They didn't wear sweatsuits. They would go to Georgetown and buy suits and leathers and suedes and cashmere. They was coming with it like that. You know what I'm saying? And you know, they switched the game up, and they had all the women teachers on them, little light skinned dudes and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and so it was interesting days and times. There go Tony Lewis right there. That's the one that they trying to get out of jail. He done did his 30 years. His son is advocating for his freedom. He done did 30 years plus. So they like, look, y'all letting all these dudes out that done made deals. How about somebody that done did his time? The time, look, the laws done changed, and these guys was in their early 20s, and they were surviving. So, at this point, he has a stellar record that where he's been, mentoring and doing the right things that will pass a parole board for them to let him out. I don't know if this man got life or what, because I never heard about when he getting out. So I think they gave him life, something like that. I don't know. And but you know, his son is very much advocating for him, and his son then went to school, became a community activist. He rubbing elbows with the mayor, the who's who in DC, and he's doing a great job at advocating for prison reform when these guys come home and they can get back out in the community and be citizens and he just doing a great job at the end of the day. So I just like to uh, give his son some props. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and the thing with John Thompson that I told y'all about, John Thompson stepped the Rayful about um what's his name? God damn, what's the boy name? I just talked about it. The center that played with Georgetown. God damn, I gotta find this picture. Just talked about him. I don't know why that boy name just skipped my mind, but he's on here. So let me get to his picture. I just seen it. Okay. Oh man, what's the boy name? All right, let me go to Google University. They said he had a closed door meeting with drug kingpin Rayful Edmond. I'm trying to figure out the damn boy name. I just said it. I don't know why my mind like. That's why John Thompson was so iconic. Listen to this. Drug, no. Georgetown basketball coach John Thompson said Thursday he met with the alleged drug kingpin and asked him to steer clear of his players after learning that several Hoyas were frequenting a bar where drug trafficking is common. Thompson told ABC News that he summoned that the alleged drug dealer, 24-year-old Rayful Edmond III, after learning that many of his players were socializing at Chapter 3 nightclub, a Washington, D.C. nightclub where students are alleged drug dealers regularly gathering regularly gathered. Okay, I didn't know it was on in the news like that. I thought it was just news that was in the street. Honestly, you know, but I knew it happened because everybody talked about it. It was a big deal. Why I can't remember this boy name? Play with Miami. Damn, some bullshit. Who was the center from Georgetown that played with Miami? Alonzo Mourning. Damn, his picture was just on there the last time I did it. And like I said, I was trying to look up Breeze from Breeze Metro Club. There's no picture of Breeze. So, like I was saying, Breeze was a cool club owner in DC at Bladensburg Road. That's where his spot was at. And, I mentioned that we did business with him. And, when he lost his liquor license, I partnered up with a cabaret crew. It was two young ladies and myself. We gave three big time cabarets that did well, and I felt like that. I saw my strength of my social. I saw my social strength at that time because all three of these cabarets we threw at his club when he lost his liquor license. So, so he made business like that. He made money like that. So when you give a cabaret, you can bring your own liquor. So he didn't have to sell no liquor. But you know, to rent these spots and location events is like $3,000, from anywhere to 5,000 or 1,000. You know, depending on who and your status. So we got that club for like I'm gonna say $700, maybe 1,000. You know, with all the other stuff that he put in the package. You know, like a DJ, security, DC police, a buffet of food. Um, and then he printed up our tickets that we sold, to advertise that we was doing a cabaret there. So, um, so it was, well, the connection was one of the young ladies. Breeze was a player, so he had many girlfriends, but one of the girls worked with me, and the other girl worked with us as well. And so we became a clique and gave them three cabarets, which was basically our birthday cabarets. And, so it was epic. But what I found out once I realized, when we divvied up the money, I feel like I should have got the bigger cut of the money, because everybody there was my people at like 80%. I sold most of the tickets, and it was all my people there. So I wasn't tripping off the girl that was Bree's girlfriend. I ain't calling nobody name, but the other girl, I ain't gonna call her name. She was on some, well, how many tickets is she selling? Well, why she not selling tickets? She thinks she get a pass. So I'm like, she the plug, she the hookup. So let's leave her out of it. Cause we would have been paying more money than we paid. So it makes sense, you know. So but me and the other girl, we should have sold tickets, which I already did. I sold more tickets than both of them put together and did some. So that 5,000 that we had to break down into three shares, I should have had at least. I'm gonna be fair. I should have got 3,000 of that money, and they should have got 1,000. But we chopped that 5,000 up, and we spent like 1,000, so we profit $4,000. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I should have went on and went solo after the fact, but I think I was kind of discouraged of it, because it was a lot of leg work putting in to get these tickets sold. And big up to Deborah Kilo, one of my coworkers that I know from downtown DC. She was the cabaret queen. And what I mean by that is she gave bomb cabarets, and her following was so strong. She had it set up where she gave you tickets. It was at least 20 to 30 tickets. So, that meant you owe her $300. You know what I'm saying? I say, well, give me 10 tickets, and I got you on $100. But she played fair. If you was her folks, she was expecting you to sell at least 30 tickets to 50 tickets. So she give you the tickets. I mean, she knew people that could move tickets. So, but her core folks took no less than 30 tickets. her cabarets always was packed. So I was like, wow, you ain't faking with it, doing your thing. And I know they made 10 grand or better each cabaret that she threw her crew. But it was her cabaret. And what I liked about it, she was real classy. Everybody that sold volumes of tickets, she would give a house party for them, a thank you party. If her cabaret was August, then July she gave a big party for the supporters and the sellers of her tickets because that's the way she made her money. You know what I'm saying? And so it was epic parties, first class, the whole spread, the drinks, had the beautiful people there, the players, the fine women, and wasn't never no fights, no problems. You know, she was the tip of the iceberg when it came to cabarets, and but it was work. It wasn't no piece of cake, because sometimes you try to give people tickets and expect for them to hit you off on payday or later on, sometimes, and you take a few losses of folks, uh, uh, they swear up and down you ain't gave them no tickets. I'm like, come on, bro. Come on, sis. You know I gave you a couple of tickets. And just to chase that 25, $30 down, you just know, okay, I ain't messing with you no more. So it's all good, no biggie. You know what I'm saying? So I just got discouraged on the strength that I did all the leg work and I brought the people to the party on all three occasions. And, we had to divvy up that money. I was mad about that. So after we did the last party, which was Valerie party. I say I wasn't gonna say no name, but it was Valerie party, the last party, and she wasn't the one that went with Breeze. It was another girl. But see, I thought y'all had me. But anyway, yeah, man. But it was some good times at the end of the day, and and a lot of people have approached me to partner up with them, but I already knew what it was. You think you're gonna exploit me and my people that I'm aligned with, because I've been a party animal, a party person since, forever, and so I'm always at people parties and events, and um I laughed when I saw that movie with Owen Williams and the other guy, Orlin, Orlin, what's his name? Orlin Williams? No, Orlin Wilson. I think that's his name. And the other guy from Old School, I forget his name. You know. Anyway, when they came out with that party, with that movie called The Party Crashers, The Wedding Crashes, and I laughed so hard watching that movie because it was funny. That was me and my crew, The Party Crashers. I'ma say 80% of the parties we was not invited to. We heard about it through friends and people talking, and we was like, all right, bet we there, you know. And I rave about. We only got put out one party, which was a Mexican party, up in Georgetown. It was funny as hell. Go back to my other videos. I talk about it. Go research that video. But Basically, we heard the music while we was up there. You know, that used to be the spot on the weekends. So we go up that joint, man, and it was crazy. We go up there and we walking around, you know, getting phone numbers. I think we went to eat. The spot up there was Uno's, you know, and it's I think I seen a Uno's somewhere in one of these malls in Virginia somewhere, and but that was the spot that people frequent in Clyde's, and it was a Houston's up there at one time, and I never made it to Houston's. All the ballers, people with money and had money used to go there to eat because that was like a roof Chris. You know, if you know anything about roof Chris, you know, expensive steaks, you know, and everything you order, you know, nothing comes with nothing. They call that a la carte or something. So you pay for everything, all your sides, your starch, your veggies, everything. You pay for that individually. And so that's what it was, that kind of spot. So you know, so we finished eating, you know, and so I think we was in a crew of women, crew of guys. So some left, some stayed. So I think we was walking back to our car, and we parked down by the harbor. Georgetown has a harbor by the Sequoia Hotel down at the bottom, you know, where the pier is at. And so we heard the music. Matter of fact, it was on the same block where the Benetton shop used to be at. And man, you know us. We looking at each other. The women went on. They was ready to go. It was probably like 2 in the morning. We rolled up in there from the back door because we saw people hanging out smoking. And we just went up in that junk. And you know me, I'm stepping to the food. They had the big shrimps and lobster, and you know, and but it was a Spanish gathering, right? So you know, but I saw the shrimps and you know, seafood. So I went over there, made a plate, started eating. I had about two Heinekens I put in my pocket. Then I popped one and I chugged that joint. And so I guess we drew attention, like 8 black guys in there, you know, and we the only black guys in there. So I told y'all one of the jokers, I guess it was his party, or I don't know who he was, but anyway, little short dude, you know, he come over and was like, who you know? I'm looking at him like, what? Like who you know? You know who invited you? I say Julio. And the dude say Julio? Which Julio? It's 8 Julios in here. Point them out. I said, man, Julio, man. Damn, what's up? You know? He say, my friend, if you and your friends don't get out of here, you're gonna have problems. And that's not gonna be good for you. Do you understand? I'm like, oh man, all right, man, whatever, man. Look. So I put the plate down and I took another beer, opened it, chugged the beer, you know, and threw that in the trash. And I was like, man, come on, man, let's go. They tripping. We walked up out that joint, and man, we laughed all the way home. Like we was getting ready to fuck some Spanish dudes up, but we probably would have got stabbed up in that joint because they quick with them blades, you know. So luckily, you know, we wasn't tripping and had some sense to just leave. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, and I got another story about Uno's. When the Skins won the 1988 Super Bowl, 87, 88 with Doug Williams, I went to the parade. I had sweatpants on. I had the troop jacket, the LL troop jacket with the suede on the arm, and had my Dob on. I was known to wear Dobs. I actually just bought me a Dob, a black joint, because it was a black Kango. I used to wear a nice blue one in black back in the day. But the one I frequently wore was a blue one because it went with everything that I wore. And I had a nice wool one, a winter joint. I don't know where it's at. I looked in my closet. I might have left it somewhere or whatever. But so I was like, let me buy a new joint. But it was crazy. So the story is the parade started from downtown and started all the way to Georgetown. It stopped in Georgetown. And then the plan was I was gonna meet my girlfriend up there and we was gonna go to Uno's. I had some dinner, had some food, and dinner was what 3 o'clock because the parade started around 10. And we followed the bus all the way to Georgetown. We walking now from downtown to Georgetown. Somewhere along the way, I had $200 in my pocket, my sweatpants. I kept feeling for it, and they were real deep. But somehow the damn money came out my pocket. Lesson learned. Don't wear sweats with paper money in your pocket. I tell my son that all the time. If you're gonna wear sweats and you got money on you, whether you got a wallet or the money itself, wear something that has zippers so it can be secure. I lost $200 and I was on a date with my girlfriend at Uno's and didn't have no money to pay for that food. That was at least $80. Okay. Luckily, it was a frequent spot that everybody go to, and we like in the middle of eating, and you look for the waiter or whatever, man, bring me the check. Something told me go in my pocket, and I'm looking all around. My girl like, what's up? You good? I'm like, yeah. No, I wasn't good. Cause it's never cool to tell your girl that you at dinner with that you lost your money or you ain't got no money to pay for this food. So now I'm sweating bullets like I hope she got some money. But at the end of the day, God sent two of my guys up in that joint. And I was sitting up on the top level so I could look down and I saw them coming in the door. I say, dang, that's what's up. Went down there. I told my girl I'll be back. Went down there and I'm like, man, I lost $200 and you know, I'm up there with my girl and I can't pay for the food. So my man peeled me $500. I say, I don't need the whole five, but I appreciate it. So give me three of that. So I gave him 200 back because I gotta pay that back. So I ain't want no more than I needed. But it's good to have friends that can peel like that. He was, one of them dudes, getting it. So it wasn't nothing. But and then you don't want to owe favors to folks when you asking for stuff. So I was that kind of dude. I don't want you asking me for no favors because I ain't taking nothing from you and I don't ask you for nothing. But I was in need right then and there. So I just went on and and you know, I needed a favor. That was a straight up favor that I needed right then and there. You know. All right, I gave y'all back the hour, and I'm gonna see if this record. I mean, if this junk got my audio, and if it have it, then I'm gonna go get some new speakers. I shouldn't have to buy new speakers, but um, but I will, cause I'm not gonna be going through this every so often. So only thing I can explain why that happened, it was because I did leave my computer on all night, which shouldn't be a big deal, but I usually shut it off. Well, yeah, I do shut the monitor off from the not the monitor, but from the PCU. All right, so let me close this out, man, and see if it recorded, and if it did, we good. And I gave you back what uh with that other video, what I gave you on that. Maybe I covered everything I did in that video, so I wasn't trying to be on here this long, but it's cool. So all right, we get ready to make our way uptown, son. See my boy. He be home Tuesday, and I'm gonna get him back on that court. Uh our games we play, me and him be one on one playing games, and we keep score through the summer, and it reset in May. So it's May now. So he argued me down that he was one or two games up on me, and I had to count at 15 apiece, and then I got him. So I was up one game, 16-15. So he was talking about no, he was up. So I'm gonna pay more attention to our games we play, because we was playing like during the pandemic, we was busting games out, because then we didn't play one on one all the time. That's how it got all iffy and tricky, because Chris would come and play ball with us, and so between the three of us, we bang out 33 games, and we play with the bus factor. Like, if you bust on your last shot, you go back to 25. So shoot, we'll be out there 3 hours. Each game will be an hour, because we don't let you get that shot. So you gotta concentrate. Your veins gotta be ice water to hit that shot. Cause we ain't letting you set or letting you be comfortable. So yeah, we be out there at least two. But we have been out there as much as 3 hours, when we all played, 33. And then they play the take back instead of taking it straight up. That's why the game be so long. Instead of taking up the shot, you gotta take it back and reset. I hate that shit. But they argue me down. Hey, this is how we play now. I was like, well, this some new school shit. Cause back in the day, if the ball came off the rim, you could put it back up. That's your problem that you missed. So it made you respect that jump shot and work on it. How about them Warriors, man? So I'm looking at the future. If I could, dictate, it's going to be the Warriors and Boston in the championship. Because Boston ain't playing with Miami, and you see, don't get comfortable in the lead with the Warriors, because they will walk your butt down and take the game like they did last night. So the Mavericks, y'all better get it together. All right, man, I'm out. Let's go enjoy this day. Peace.